Today, my name is Hassan Khalid Matthew Jr. and I'm gonna tell you life how it is growing up as a young black man without a father figure. In Philadelphia, it's kind of pretty known growing up without a father in life. Everybody looks at it like, yeah, that's not a big thing, but it really is. Like, as you can see, a lot of young black males who does have their father, not even their mother in their life, but just had their father in their life, grows up to be a better man. They be more respectful in life. They have a judge. Let's just say let's do a lot of things better like cause their fathers there to lash on them, like, yo, this you gotta do as a man. Well, when I was younger, I always like I know my dad, but I don't know my dad. And you can say that. Like, I know my dad got the same name as me and everything, and my grandma said I look like him and everything, but that's all I really know about him. So like, alright, so for one of my instances, when I first got drunk, I ain't had really no male figure to turn to, cause I was always expecting my dad to be there. Like, yo, I thought for real. Like, in a lot of movies, like, when you get jumped, you supposed to get your pop. He supposed to go down there, like, yo, you gotta fight my son one-on-one. But like, I ain't had that type of, you know what I mean, in my life. So I turned to a lot of older kids in the streets that was like, yo, we gonna go back there and handle that, and which tended to turn into another fight every time I saw you or something like that. But if I probably had a male figure in there, he was like, yo, chalk that up, yo, they some chumps, like, they just jumped you for no reason. They couldn't, you know what I mean, fight you one-on-one. A lot of another thing I learned that, like, I did sell drugs once in my life, because I really didn't have a guy in my life to tell me, like, yo, that's not right, you can do something else. Like, I did have my mom in my life, she said not to do that, but like, a lot of guys don't really recognize their mom's voice like they will a man. They like, you know what I mean? So another thing I did, like, it was like, a lot of young men who don't have a father look to their grandparents. And I did have a grandfather he was really religious, but I didn't really never really listen to all that, you know what I mean? Like, and everything. But as I got older, I like started hanging out with my uncle, and I used to go to the mosque and everything. That's why I turned my life to Islam. And I realized that Islam is my father. Like, it's a very humbling religion, everything. And it teaches you it just teaches you, like, to look at things at a different perspective and everything than other religions. So that's why I respect it a lot, because it actually helped me be a better man than what I am right now. Well, I'm not a man, but it helped me become a better young man, let's just say that. Another thing about growing up without a pop is that, like, there's a lot of things you can't talk to your mom about, especially girl-wise and all that. Like, everybody know that thing. Like, you don't want to go see your mom, but like, yo, such and such, this and that, dirt. I ain't gonna say that on camera. And like, if you really like look at it, like, everyone should have a father in it. So if I ever have a child, I don't care if I got a daughter, I'm always gonna be there. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care if I got struggle, if I gotta have 3 jobs to help my kids. I gotta help my kids. I don't want to happen the same thing that happened to me, or anything like that. And I knew that, like, it's hard if you got teen pregnancies and everything. But even though, if you do get a job or something, like, just cut some type of check. Like, no, that's real. I do something, like, Pampers only like $5 from the corner store. Like, your baby don't have to have everything from the jump street. Everyone want best for their kids, but your baby don't have to have everything. You wanna, like, let's say, build yourself to have a nice, like, what's the word, Ms. Barlow? Not economic, but like, when you get a lot of money.
Entrepreneur?
No.
You go.
Well, yeah, forget that. I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna come back to that later. But yeah, another thing I also did learn about is how to treat women. And I do thank my mom about that. It's like how to treat a woman. She always told me that no matter what you do, or you get a girlfriend and stuff like that, just treat her with utmost respect and everything. And try don't treat her like I wouldn't treat my mom and everything. So yeah, that's about it.
Excellent.